we're learning more now about the shooting that killed the 7-month-old baby over the weekend in Spartanburg. 7 News' Scarlett Lizjack has the latest.
Spartanburg police say on Sunday morning, the Spartanburg apartment complex was filled with police cars, blue lights, and crime scene tape. As detectives began an investigation into the death of 7-month-old Samir DeMarco Smith, police say the child and his mother were asleep in their apartment when 2 people stood outside and fired multiple rounds into the first and second story of the building. One of those bullets struck the baby.
Our officers responded to Collins Avenue early in the morning hours, around 4 a.m. So we believe that it happened just before that time. We received a call and we responded immediately, and that is where we discovered the young man had been shot.
We're told the baby was rushed to the hospital where he later died.
No community, city, state, or our county should ever deal with the loss of a 7-month-old. We lost a 7-month-old that was simply sleeping in his mother's arms.
Police believe the shooting was a targeted attack.
This was a targeted incident. This was not random. This was not someone driving by and says, hey, I'm just going to pick a home and shoot at it. We know that these individuals targeted this particular home.
Investigators say they will leave no stone unturned in their search for who did this.
There is a family who lost someone. There's a community who lost someone. There are officers who are dealing with this as well. And so we see things, and we are human beings, and we hurt, and we want to solve this crime. And the people who are involved, for us, it'll be easier if you just turn yourself in. That's the easiest thing to do. But if you choose not to do that, we will continue to work until we figure out who's responsible.
If you've seen or heard anything, no matter how small you think it is, police are asking that you call them. Reporting in Spartanburg County, Scarlett Lizjack, 7 News.
And of course, this investigation is in the early stages. Police haven't named suspects, and again, they need your help to solve this. A state man's been arrested for allegedly shooting a woman and her grandchildren in Union County. The Union Police Department says 22-year-old Kamraji O'Neill Jeter is suspected of a shooting that took place back in June. According to the arrest warrants, Jeter allegedly shot from a moving vehicle at a victim and her 2 grandchildren while they were standing in the front yard of their home. No injuries were reported. Jeter is facing 3 attempted murder charges.
New at noon, North Carolina health officials say there is a confirmed case of tuberculosis in Jackson County. The Jackson County Department of Health says it involves a person who spent time in the area while they were infected. We're told anyone believed to have been in contact with them will be notified by public health officials. TB is a serious but treatable disease. It spreads through the air when someone coughs or speaks.
New tonight, 3 people are facing dozens of charges. Deputies say they are part of a multi-location dogfighting ring in Greenville County. 7 News' Lauren Miller spoke with neighbors about the situation.
The investigation by the Greenville County Sheriff's Office began in June after animal control responded to a complaint about barking dogs and a concern for their well-being. At one home in Simpsonville and 2 in Greenville, sheriff deputies say they found dozens of dogs being abused and trained to fight. We spoke with a neighbor who wishes to remain anonymous. They told us there was a consistent issue of lighter-colored pit bulls running into the street and causing car accidents, explaining for 2 years it was a common occurrence for them to see dogs roaming around and to hear barking. According to the Greenville County Sheriff's Office, the investigation revealed that the suspects were a father and son, along with a friend, 45-year-old Jamie Greer, 25-year-old Jamal Greer, and 56-year-old Kali Kassan Ivan Thorpe. In total, 35 dogs and 6 puppies were rescued. The Greenville County Sheriff's Office has called the case a heartbreaking example of the cruelty and exploitation of animals. The 3 people involved have been arrested and have numerous charges, including animal fighting and criminal conspiracy. In Greenville County, Lauren Miller, 7 News.
And now a full list of charges can be found on our website, WSBA.com. And anyone with information is urged to call Crime Stoppers.
A school board member suing the Spartanburg County Sheriff's Office, accusing the department of arresting him based on false allegations. According to court documents, Gary Burgess, who is a member of the Anderson County Board of Education, filed a libel suit on Friday. Last year, deputies arrested Burgess on charges that he sexually assaulted a minor in the 1970s. However, the charges were dismissed in March. In the lawsuit, Burgess accuses a deputy of failing to conduct a proper investigation into the allegations before seeking an arrest warrant. Meantime, Anderson County EMS is now the first non-transport agency in the state to be able to treat children before the ambulance gets there. 7 News' Ariana Meadows has the story on how this new certification improves care.
Take a look at this quick response vehicle. This is what non-transport paramedics drive to the scene when they get a call about a child in a life or death situation.
PEDS is such a fearful sector of our population when it comes to health care. I've worked as a nurse in the hospital, and the same fear that you experience when you know you're getting a pediatric patient coming in the emergency room, I know our paramedics and our field crews face that challenge out in the field, knowing even less about what they're heading into.
Anderson County says there are 13 quick response vehicles stationed around the county. If a child is having a life-threatening medical emergency, they may first get treated by a non-transport paramedic who is qualified to start the initial care.
Once they get there, they implement their care, whether patient exam, oxygen therapy, IV therapy, medications, that type of stuff.
Anderson County EMS says its non-transport paramedics have undergone pediatric-specific education and skills training. They also have pediatric-specific medications, equipment, and supplies. These paramedics do not take children to the hospital, but they are trained to treat them at the scene of the incident, with some of the same equipment as an ambulance.
We want to make sure that our paramedics are equally as prepared as an ambulance rolling on the scene, which you will get, but we want to make sure that they are equally as prepared with equipment and training as anybody who comes in the ambulance.
Emergency Medical Service says the new certification ensures help isn't delayed.
Whether it's a paramedic in a quick response vehicle first or the ambulance first, they're both eventually going to be on scene. And usually it's just within a couple seconds of each other. We've got the county laid out so well for coverage.
In Anderson County, Ariana Meadows, 7 News.
It has been nearly a year since funding was approved by Greenville City Council for a new Swamp Rabbit Trail project. And now a new bridge is set to be built. 7 News' Taylor Farmer has the latest.
The rain isn't slowing things down here. Construction is now underway on a new Verde Boulevard bridge designed to give Swamp Rabbit Trail users a safer way to cross this very busy roadway.
According to the city of Greenville, nearly 15,000 cars drive through this stretch of Verde Boulevard each day. And with more than 1,000 people using the Swamp Rabbit Trail Green Line daily, Greenville city leaders say safety has become a top priority.
We're thrilled to kind of be at this point. We've been planning this project for several years. Construction is going to take about a year to complete.
Barricades, cones, and flaggers now mark a section of the Green Line Trail as crews begin work on a new elevated crossing.
Please don't walk through the area.
Before construction of the Verde Boulevard Bridge can officially begin, crews will first clear trees around the designated access points.
We will probably be on the clearing about 4 to 6 weeks.
The bridge project is funded by $4.5 million in city capital improvement project funds and an additional $2.9 million in state funding approved last year.
Bridge right here, you can see.
City engineer Clint Link says this money does not come from the same pool used for road infrastructure. Instead, the bridge is funded through hospitality tax revenue. At this location off the Green Line, a temporary signal light had previously been installed to help slow traffic, giving bikers and pedestrians a safer way to cross. Once this upgraded safety project is complete, city officials say trail expansion into Malden can continue, ensuring uninterrupted access along this growing section of the Swamp Rabbit Trail.
The Swamp Rabbit Trail is a very popular trail. It's not only just for people to enjoy from a recreational standpoint, but it's become a major just transportation, part of our transportation network in the city.
City leaders say once the Verde pedestrian bridge is complete, the trail will be paved from Verde to Millennium Boulevard, completing the extension to reach the CU ICAR campus on the other side of I-85. In Greenville, Taylor Farmer, 7 News.